Look at that happy little dancing barbecue grill robot thing. The Sentience Gambit. A daring mission goes awry. Nope, there he is. The funny little robot. How dare you? I am a sentient, conscious being just like you with all of the same rights. And I'm also a mailbox barbecue. Huh. I don't believe you. Admit you're just a low-life prankster talking to us through a transmitter, which you've connected to this robot's speaker. Child, don't be so naive. Isn't that exactly what a sentient robot would want us to believe? Let us continue our investigation. Are they being distracted so they can be stolen from or something? That's my go-to reflex. Oh my god. The hell is happening here? Code name and real name. Uh-huh. What the hell happened in there? Where's Mr. Red? We only need space for 4 of us. Little Chirper will work remotely. Once Little Chirper and I have cleared the path for you, I will signal you. On my signal, head straight to the entry point. After that, stay out of sight. For a while. When I give you the signal, collect me from the prearranged spot. From there, we will head back to the entry point to collect Mr. Red and Mr. Blue. We can worry about that later. For now, just get me and Mr. Black back to the hideout. They got the idol. So me and Mr. Black. So the one in black is not Mr. Black. Somebody else here is also Mr. Black. Once inside the ship, stay outside for a while Mr. Red plays his part. When he's ready, he'll bring you the key you need. Don't mess with its controls. They'll be as you need them. Head to the room directly in front of one of the original Head to the room directly in front of the one you originally entered. Inside, use the key Mr. Red gave you to disconnect me. Remember, you're looking for a duck. After that, head back to the entry point. Mr. Green and I will meet you and Mr. Red there. So we can probably process elimination who's who. That's what the golden idol is currently set to. So Mr. Red is not here. Oh, there's only 3 people in here. I looked way more crowded at a first glance. So that's Mr. Black. Green, black, blue, red. Mr. Green and I. So red is not here, and one of the robe is black, so Mr. Green must be this guy. No one's wearing the color that their nickname is. Oops. Ah! I've clicked weird. I'm not doing that right now. We only need space for 4 of us. Little Chirper will work remotely. So Little Chirper's not here. Once Little Chirper and I have cleared the path for you, I will signal you. Head straight to the entry point. After that, stay out of the... Collect me from the prearranged spot. From there, you'll head back to the entry point to collect Mr. Red and Mr. Blue. So that's Mr. Blue then. This must be Mr. Red. Because they're the leftover person in this team. Oh my god. Help. B1, B3, C3, A3, C1, B2, blah, 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 blah. Okay. There's the modified weapon harvester and some other nonsense. A mounted 4-barreled gun. I guess that's a gun. You got most of what you came here for. Let's just go. Freedom at last. Once I am alone on the ship, thanks to Little Chirper's performance, ensure that the path is fully clear for Mr. Red and Mr. Blue. While Mr. Red takes care of our main priority, Mr. Blue plays his part. Set up my demise. Once everyone is done, signal Mr. Green to collect me at the prearranged spot. So the person sending all the messages says, set up my demise. Which I assume might be a fake. Like it's a fake out death, since it's orchestrated. Death to all humans, death to all humans. Verbal command received, take this weapon and repeat the phrase death to all humans. Checking speaker status. Scanning Veridola. Sentinel status confirmed. Running hold object Vaporon. Running say death to all humans. Repeat. So it sounds like somebody shot this person and killed them, and then told this robot to continuously spam death to all humans while holding it to indicate that they did it. But none of their command history says that they actually fired the weapon. This could also just be a blanket. It could just be the uniform that got shot. This might be the demise that was set up. Verbal command received. Show today's command log. Checking speaker status. Ignoring verbal command. So someone said show today's command log, but they were not a sentinel, so they were ignored. So you can't get into them if you're not a sentinel. Now what happened in here? That is the same symbol I think we saw with the dragon memory. Oh. He's dead. So the lead sentinel, the Sentinel Prime is dead. He got shot a bunch by whatever that is. Ah, my leg, it hurts so much. Once you and Mr. Blue are inside, grab the first key from under the bed. It was prepared yesterday, so it should be good to go. Take care of our main priority first. After that, use the second key, once the one you brought with you, to get the third. Hand the third key to Mr. Blue. While he does what he needs to do, bring the stuff back to the entry point. Mr. Green and I will meet you and Mr. Blue there. So this is where Mr. Red ended up? He had some of the stuff that they wanted to take. A circular saw. But he got shot. Now we need to figure out what all these mean. 5 of them are moving, 1 of them is not moving. They could be memories, given that that's the pips we're used to seeing for that. So does someone start like down here, then escape via this route? They ran in a full loop, then turned around and went outside and went out there. They're all separate, okay. So is it that each of the 6 members has their own symbol representing them? One of them's just sitting there in the middle forever. This person went outside. Might be one of the 2 people out front then. Somebody went from here down and out that way. X. Did they die there? Stop there? So the frowny face is not moving. Is that because this is the crew member that died? But it looks like he died outside from this symbol and looks like he's in here from there. Does that match up with that location? So this is pointing downward in this direction. Oh, where was I? It's pointing downward here. Okay, so it matches the ship's orientation. We don't have to rotate it. Oh god. Antenna, Veridola, connect and share. So that's the antennas. When it's spinning, when it's currently spinning in that room, then when they speak, it lights up green when they tell the truth. When it's not spinning, it doesn't light up. On and off. So somebody's Veridola has been disabled. It's not necessarily living or death. Separate from that. Squares have 4 sides, triangles have 3 sides, triangles have 5 sides, squares have 4 sides, triangles have 5 sides. What? Okay. So the top is 2 true statements. And they're joined together and the result is true. The second one is a true statement and a false statement combined in the same way, and it ranks as false, so it's all ranked as false if it has to reconcile that. Triangles of 5 sides is false, but it shows true, but whatever this thingy is has a dot, which has previously meant the opposite of. So that's been reversed to say true. I don't know if they're indicating that you can reverse the inputs of this, so they ultimately say the opposite or something. Seems like a problem. Scanning area, scanning area, scanning area. We have patrol robots in here. 8 o'clock, scheduled function detected, patrol ship. Running patrol duty, hallway circumference. 10:10, verbal command received, set patrol area to gym only. It was a sentinel. So they're all patrolling the gym instead of the hallway because somebody wanted them to go away. There was an insider that's betrayed them. Dispatch call log 10:05, 5 minutes before that command. Anonymous caller reports sentient robot on sector 4. Code red, dispatching full team for investigation. So the claim that there is a sentient robot is apparently something they have to react to. Like that's like forbidden technology or something, the idea of creating a sentient robot. But it's a fake out that's meant to distract them so that this whole operation could happen. So the names we already knew. Sentinel advisor, herald technician, scribe assistant, special access, the vault and all bedrooms. That's upsetting. Talakib, all bedrooms. Daria Zin's the projector room. Gim Kara calibration room. Heko Sif the library printer and formatter. Bethib's Dowberry, nothing. So only certain people have access to certain rooms. And since it's here and being established, then that means it's gonna matter. Things would run a lot smoother if we were all allowed to calibrate temporary Veridolas rather than having to wait for Gim to do them all at the start of each job. Rejected. A suggestion box. If a sentinel cannot perform his or her duties for whatever reason, the person immediately below him or her in the chain of command should take on his or her responsibilities while replacement is sought. So whoever's under Gim is going to be taking over for them. Heko Sift is behind all this. So last chapter we already were sure that Heko Sift was behind stuff. It seems like Heko Sift also preemptively submitted the idea that if someone's gone, whoever's directly below them takes over their job. And so since he was able to frame Gim for the relic stuff, Heko was then able to take over Gim's job and get access to the calibration room, which is probably an important part of this whole journey, this whole plan he's doing. Who has entered the vault today? The Prime Sentinel entered earlier, as only he is permitted to do. As per protocol, he identified himself and I saw that he spoke true. No one else has come. I am the Prime Sentinel, let me in. Scanning Veridola. Confirmed. Can one of them impersonate the Sentinel from the robot's perspective? Confiscate artifacts inventory, A1, A2, A3, B1, B1, B2, blah, blah, blah. A123, B123, C123. So we've seen combinations of those taken. Etham's diary. Dear diary, I've been stuck in this room for days now, alone with this creepy automaton and its creepy little statue. Tala keeps telling me all I need to do is instruct the robot to remove the memories I have about tampering with the harvester and then to let me go. I don't know how much longer I can hold out for. At least my Invisibook and book prototype worked, so I was able to sneak this diary around. So it's not that voluntary. They literally lock them in a solitary confinement vault until they give the thing that order. They're not saying anything so far right now, but they're locked in this room. The hands were burned off the robot somehow, and the door is open. And he's still here. So whatever happened, he didn't do it, because he's still there. So real name. Heko Sift. Yep. So codename Mr. Black, Mr. Green, Mr. Blue, Mr. Red, Heko Sift. I got all that right. Okay. Good to know. Details. Entry point. First key, second key, third key, main priority, robot's victim. The robot's victim is Heko Sift? Because I mean, it must mean the one outside. It's the fake death of the guy who planned all this. I take it. Outside by the stairs. Yeah, this little bay and then up here, and he's dead. That part could have gone better for them. Well, Mr. Red takes care of main priority, blue praises part. Set up my demise. So I don't think it's him then, because we've said that this is Hekosift and he's taken off. Gim's alive and he's in storage. So there were 6 members of the group. He was not one of them. So all 3 women are here. You're dead. Hekosift is escaping. The other guy's in the vault. So that's all 6 of them accounted for. Why was it trying to figure that out? Right. Just trying to identify what's going on with these and where they went. Are these old people? I'm not so sure. So the dot reverses the statement requirement. Yeah. If the thing stops being powered, your statements don't say anything. If this dot's here, then your forehead thing says the opposite. Somebody wanted to be able to calibrate their own things instead of it always being that guy's job. And this is the calibration room. So Hekosift came in here and calibrated a headset to say the opposite of what it's supposed to say. So then he walked in and said that I am the Prime Sentinel, and then it let him in. This is a terrible system. Her gem is not glowing, but she's not actually making a statement. Okay, my leg, it hurts so much, is clearly true, but it's being read as a false statement. So this is the miscalibrated headband. Once you and Mr. Blue are inside, grab the first key from under the bed. It's prepared yesterday, so it should be good to go. Take care of our main priority first. After that, use the second key, the one you brought with you, to get the third. Hand the third key to Mr. Blue. The second key is the one you brought with you. So I think the second key is just a circular saw. I don't think any of these currently match up with that guy, so none of these symbols represent that guy specifically, I guess. Split up into 6 bits here, 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So each closet counts as part of the room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this guy's in the far left room then right now. I'm wondering if I'm reading this backwards. Like, does the arrow not work the way I think it works? Like, this guy came out there and died there, seemingly. Like, only one of them goes outside. Well, multiple go outside. I mean, only one of them goes over here, where two of them are. I don't believe you is a true statement. Child, don't be so naive. Isn't this exactly what the sentient robot would want us to believe? Let us continue our investigation. There's no statements there, really. So it's not a color. I'm not making a lot of progress right now. Let's review the plans. Try to get a hand on that bit. Head straight to the entry point. After that, stays out of sight for a while. I'll give you the signal. Connect me to the blah, blah, blah. Once inside the ship, stay out of sight for a while Mr. Red plays his part. When he's ready, he'll bring you the key you need. Don't mess with his controls. They'll be as you need them. So bring you the key you need. That's controls. So the key that is brought to Mr. Blue is the idol. And the third key to Mr. Blue. So the idol is the third key. Okay. Once you and Mr. Blue are inside, grab the first key from under the bed. Was prepared yesterday, should be good to go. So that's gotta be the Veridola. The calibrated key, the calibrated Veridola. The main priority, the robot's victim. Take care of our main priority first. After that, we use the circular saw to open up the vault. No. No, because we use the headband to get into the vault. So we use the second key, which is the circular saw, I believe, to then get the idol, which is the third key. That's not the highest priority. The main priority is whatever's in the vault. It's not you because you're still here. It seems like they used the circular saw to saw the arms of off this thing, and the robot was holding the golden idol. So the vault is in the golden idol's in the vault. So was the main priority the golden idol? It seems like it was. Can it be the main priority and the third key? Does that make sense? And the third key to Mr. Blue. Mr. Blue is that guy. He's holding the golden idol. I thought the golden idol and the main priority were separate, given the phrasing. One side of the ship, stay out of line for a while. Watch while Mr. Red plays his part. When he's ready, he'll bring you the key you need. Don't mess with the controls. They'll be as you need them. Head to the room directly in front of the one originally entered. Inside, use the key Mr. Red gave you to disconnect me. Remember, you're looking for a duck. A duck. After that, head back to the entry point. Green and I will make sure you meet. We'll meet you and Mr. Red there. Disconnect me. Looking for a duck. What do I do with that? Is this the duck? Even all these faces. It seems like they disconnected this man. The duck went over there. And it's seemingly one of those two people. So was their entry point the elevator? Or is there a window they came in through? Oh, window. Open window. Got it. So the entry point was this window. Because they said that you should stay in the room they initially entered through. So they stayed in a particular room. Did this guy come in and stop them as they were escaping? Grab the key from under the bed. So they enter through this room, grab the key from under this bed. Robot's victim. So all of these people are accounted for. Is the robot's victim supposed to be Heko Sift because he's faking his death? Because this guy's here, so he's not down by the... Because I assume they mean the one downstairs with that faked somebody's death. And I've found every other member of the crew. And I found every member of this team except Chirper, but they're supposed to be remote, so they're not supposed to be here. So they shouldn't be... That shouldn't matter. Ugh. Two or fewer incorrect is not very helpful when that could be a third of them. Because I could check this. Window ship. Okay, 2 are wrong. Fuck. Ugh. 2? Entry point window, that seems correct. First key, Veridola. Get that first to get to the vault, then use the circular saw to get the golden idol. You think the golden idol is their main priority then, right? Or what's victim, Heko Sift. No one else makes sense. Oh, no one. I mean, I knew that. I knew that he didn't kill anyone, that he faked the death, but I thought that I was putting their implied victim there. No one is one of the words? Why? I guess for this, yeah. I guess it's the interpretation. Let's see, he said you got most of it? You got most of what you came here for. Most of it. Is that referring to the fact that there's a big box? Yeah, 2 boxes of stuff. But then a third bin is left behind? So is their biggest priority just the concept of artifacts? Okay, that's kind of silly. I guess so. So they don't, it's common enough in this story for people to not really care that much about the golden idol and not fully understand how important it is. Although whenever they do, they form entire religions around it. So that's kind of what's been going on the whole time, more or less. God, what am I gonna do with this? They said disconnect me. So Hecko Sift is apparently the duck. Because they said to disconnect him. And he said look for a duck. That doesn't make sense to me though. Because when I look at the duck, it really looks like that's describing where the other guys were. I guess it doesn't make sense that he comes over here, goes upstairs, goes here to where the supposed death should be. It goes up to where the supposed death seemingly is supposed to be, but then instead of stopping there where the ashes, he then goes around here, then over there. So is that where the ship was? Did the ship fly up here to pick them up out the window, I guess? And he flew away. So he's supposed to be disconnected, but he's not. What do I do with that? What's going on there? That's the only one with an X. One is just standing still, which is weird. Oh! Right. You are... Gim Gim. That's Gim Gim Carrick. He's literally not moving the whole time. Okay, that part's easy. I guess, yeah, this is a complicated ass direction that would be them flying away after going to the window. Where this, I guess, is them going down here. So this is one of the 2 people down there. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, these are the 2. I guess because the outside perspective had them going left, I got fixated on that, but if that's the place where the person is fake dead, then these 2 are the people over here. I seem to be able to parse who is who. One of them went in somebody else's room. This far right room. Okay, it's just a bed. These are all bedrooms. So it's the person that can go into somebody else's bedroom. Tala. So that's Tala, Kib, and Betheb's Dalbury. Cannot maintain these in my memory for you in 2 seconds. So Tala is the manta ray. And the weird face here is Betheb's Dalbury. This is the one that's standing outside the door. So this one must be Morn De Silva. I don't know if the diagram makes sense to me of where they supposedly died, but they did die. And it seems like Tala Kib visited Morn De Silva. Okay, this person's just standing outside the vault right now. So that is Daria, right? Daria Zins. Okay, good. That nightmare riddle is solved. What are the events? I guess we're already there. Okay, to clear the coast. Blah, blah, a blah, and then blah, blah, blah. God, these are such a nightmare when you first start looking at them. To enter the vault, Hekosift miscalibrated a Veridola that blah, blah, blah. Purposely miscalibrated. Hekosift is purposely miscalibrated. So Mr. Red wore a Veridola that Hekosift purposely miscalibrated. Once inside, Mr. Red stole the golden idol. The golden idol. Okay, so stole something. Artifacts and the golden idol. That makes sense. Okay. Is this the fake sentient robot? Distress call, maybe? Reported. A little chirper was the remote person, so is it little chirper reported a sentient robot and then took the ship to the sentient robot? No, to clear the coast. So this is the part that brings in the patrol robots. They sent them to the gym. So Hekosift ordered the patrol robots to the gym. That's what happens before the job starts. Then, yeah, Mr. Red does the whole vault bit. Using the ladder, the golden idol. Which means that I have to put it in the ladder too if I wasn't already doing it based on grammar. Blah, 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 blah. Who, realizing what had happened, blah to the blah and blah, blah. Shot Mr. Red. I think this is Morn De Silva. Returned to the ship and shot Mr. Red. Mr. Black, Mr. Blue, and Mr. Green escaped in the shuttle. That makes sense. The reason why De Silva's message, his path stops outside at the robot that was asked what his log was, and he refused him. But the person asking was the prime sentinel. So he realized he was disconnected. So they mistakenly disconnected Morn De Silva. Mr. Red did it? No. Was it the other guy that was inside? Okay. What is your job? You're looking for a duck. So Mr. Blue mistakenly disconnected Mr. Hey! Wow, that's all I had wrong. Okay. Solid. Okay, it finally makes sense to me why De Silva's X is over there and not where he died. He was disconnected. Yeah. These are really clever. Yeah, because you have to realize that it's connected to the fact that he tried to access that robot and the robot denied him. With Gim Gim out of the way, Heko gained access to temporary Veridolas. He intentionally miscalibrated one to glow green when the wearer lied, so that Red could use it to access the vault and steal the artifacts inside. Mr. Blue was supposed to disconnect Heko's Veridola from its antenna, so the Sentinels would no longer be able to track him, to stop them from trying to look for him anyway. Heko also made it seem as though the robot had vaporized him, but Mr. Blue accidentally disconnected Morin instead, preventing a clean getaway. So they're gonna find out all that work, and it's not gonna be a clean plan because that guy did the wrong bit. They're gonna be trackable now. Technotopia is Lemuria, and then there's a buffer zone that includes the buffer societies. Then the non-intervention zone. Hunter-gatherers, farming societies, nomadic pastoralists, and early state societies. So that's a map of our world, basically. North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia. This is Australia and New Zealand? Are a super technology land? I did see the map of the DLC and it looked like Australia, but I wasn't sure if that's what they were going for. If we go back to the previous DLC, this does look like Australia, kind of. I was curious about that. Specifically, it's designed to look like a map. I think that Australia... This doesn't really quite match up shape-wise because it's super simplified. But I think Australia does have a similar layout of having like 5 regions in it or something. So there's like a massive alternate history version of Australia. But it seems like this entire bit here is like a distant past now. Going by what we saw of that map, it seems like the implication here is that this entire DLC we're playing now, with that seems to be in the future, and suggests the Golden Idol's been around for 1 billion years or something. And I was like, wow, they're really committing to a long-term future for what the Golden Idol has done to the people. It sounds like this is actually the distant past, even further back than any of the stories so far, and it comes up with this alternate history of there being a Technotopia land in Lemuria, which is Australia apparently, and they had a sort of like a prime directive approach where they refused to interfere with the rest of Earth, I guess. But then this clearly didn't work out for them at some point. Alright, well that's insane. Cloud printer prints clouds that spread a provided liquid sample into the atmosphere. The calmer creates euphoria within range for all people in contact with gold. Modified harvester teleports matter within range to a predetermined destination, fuses organic matter together. The alchemizer converts any body of liquid into gold, which can then be tied, make them calm, I guess. Unless you do it to their blood, they're not gonna be that calm then, they're gonna be dead. Nano civilization kit. Add water to start your own rapidly developing civilization in a jar. What? Convincer. Converts an idea into a list of arguments that are statistically most likely to convince everybody the idea is true. Huh. Well, that's just cheating. Expander. Rapidly expands a target object. These are like nonsense D&D items. The Quafizer. Converts text to liquid? Contact with the liquid or its vapors will cause one to instantly memorize the text. You can drink a book. Okay. I would like to do that. That sounds helpful. This deconstructor disassembles target object into basic parts. Okay. These are a lot of wacky relics that might affect the future of the story if they start coming up in puzzles or something. Like maybe the next one at this rate? That seems intimidating.